Man. Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. So right now, it's about 2 minutes left in the game. Patriots are winning 21-20. Maybe Davis Webb can get us to drive and win the game. Maybe Gano seals it with a field goal. But right now, I just wanted to hop on and give my very first fresh out of the game reaction to what I saw. And I wanted a little more. It's the first preseason game, so yes, I expected these guys to look a little sloppy, but not as sloppy as what I saw. We did move the ball on that with the first team. We did have a couple of good plays, showed a little bit of push in the running game, but overall, the line to me struggled, especially in passing downs. Timing was a little bit off. Daniel Jones had a okay showing. Tyrod Taylor, another guy, okay showing. Was bailed out a little bit with that one tip pass that Richie James came down with, but he did continue that drive, and then at the end of that drive, he was able to capitalize with a touchdown to, again, Richie James, who had a nice move, inside cut where he, was able to beat the corner, the slot corner, and get that touchdown. So that was a good finish to that drive, but overall, I'm not excited about what I saw. Also, on the defensive side, the corners, the secondary, they picked on Aaron Robinson. They really did pick on Aaron Robinson. He had made some good plays, but he got beat often. He was in the area, but he did look a little tight in the coverage, and they absolutely found somebody that they wanted to pick on, and they did just that. But just going down my list, again, some of the people I want to talk about. Colin Johnson. Colin Johnson had a lot of targets, had a couple of good receptions, actually a few good receptions, but he had that big fumble that killed that one drive for Tyrod Taylor. It was a good pass too. He actually had it covered up, but that cornerback just made an excellent play, punching that ball out. And then Evan Neal, man, Evan Neal looked a little lost. He did look a little lost. I'm not totally concerned, but he did look lost. And now let me just keep it at the offensive line. Joshua Zulu, another guy, looked a little lost. Shane Lemieux injured himself. Looks like it's a toe. I saw that somebody mentioned that he was in a walking boot. I did not see that, but that's something I want to keep my eye out for. Andrew Thomas looked good. He got kind of caught up in the mix a little bit, so I was happy when they took him out. Wan'Dale Robinson, in my opinion, should have played more. Him just doing 2 series, he wasn't really involved. I think he should have been out there a little bit longer. Even when you took Daniel Jones off the field, you should have left some of these guys out there because they definitely need the reps. Offensive line, that's going to be my main concern right now, is because we're already looking a little thin in that position. We went into the preseason, we went into training camp with some guys out there, and then slowly, guys are getting injured. And now we're guys like Gano and McKeithen, those guys are down now. Pert's already hurt, Nick Gates already hurt. So we're getting a little thin. So I expect some moves to possibly be made. Looking at Keelan Doss too, and I'm just jumping around from players because I'm going off of what's just popping into my head. Keelan Doss really didn't have any good chemistry when he was out there with Webb. A couple plays out there that he just was not on the same page as a quarterback, and it showed. So we'll see what happens there. So just getting into the injuries, like I said before, Shane Lemieux injury, Cordell Flott injury to the groin, and yeah, man, you don't want to hear that kind of news, especially for guys you think are going to contribute a lot. But yeah, so that's the 2 injuries that we have right now. A bright spot. Daniel Bellinger blocking. The man can block. He looked good blocking. And I was surprised to see how good he was and stout he was in pass blocking. If they can work him in a little bit more into the receiving game, hopefully we see that next week when these guys play more snaps. Then yeah, I can't wait to see that. Another guy that did good was Damian Beavis. He's my bright spot of the game. Damian Beavis was making plays. He was one tackle that he missed in the backfield that would have been a tackle for a loss. The running back got him. But after that, he was playing. He was all over the place. Damian Beavis had a good read on that screenplay that they tried to develop, stopped it in the backfield. So I was very pleased to see Damian Beavis out there, and he was running with the first team again. They're keeping Martinez on the side, just for precautionary reasons and purposes. But I don't care. Damian Beavis looked good. He looked good, and I like that. And the more reps he can get, the better. Now, O'Shane Zimenez, where were you? Quincy Roche, I saw you a little bit, but still I want more. Ellison Smith had an almost sack. Actually, almost had 2 sacks. One got called back, and the other one, the quarterback was just able to get away from him. And again, another guy that I liked, Austin Allen, had a nice catch, showed that he can block a little bit, so I was happy to see that. Obviously, Ricky Seals-Jones didn't play. Jordan Aiken got a little bit of time in the fourth quarter, but again, we're looking at Bellinger, and we're looking at Austin Allen. Now, there was a couple of plays out there that were like, man, there was that one play from Daniel Jones. He was passing to the H-back out in the flat. He overthrew him. Don't like to see that, but then he made a nice pass again on 2 plays after that. And I can't remember who the receiver was now, because there were like 16 different guys that caught balls today. And I will go back and watch the tape again, because I have to look at it again, because it's a lot of things I want to see if some people were really that bad, or if some people were better than my first impression of them for this game. So just to wrap it up, I'm just go down the list that I have here. For the rookies, I have Flott doing a good job before he got hurt. Beavers, excellent job today. McFadden looked solid. There was a couple pass plays that he got a little bit lost in his coverage, but supporting the run, he looked good. Zulu, I need more from you, young fella. I need more. You were getting pushed back a lot. And there was some things that you definitely need to improve on. But again, you showed heart, you showed fight, but we got to see a little bit more, especially once Shane Lemieux is out. You're going to get a lot more snaps, depending on, what that injury is. Corker, I can't say anything good or bad about Corker. He was in areas where plays were being made, but he didn't stand out at all to me. Timon Fox, there was a couple plays where I was keying on him, and he was getting close. He was getting pressure, but didn't quite get there enough for me. And overall, first preseason game. Am I happy? Not really. Am I super duper upset? No, but like I said, we'll get to see these guys again against the Cincinnati Bengals next week, and hopefully, these guys play into the third quarter, because they do need the snaps. If there's one thing that I got from this game, is that these guys need to gel a little bit more, and they need to be able to get this chemistry together. Again, we didn't see enough with the wide receivers and Daniel Jones. There was a couple good plays made, but a lot of it was short stuff, no deep passes. Darius Slayton on that end around, please don't run that again. Or was it a jet screen? Whatever that was in the first quarter, don't run that with Darius Slayton. He is not the guy to run that kind of play. Bright spots again. Damian Beavis, Richie James, I like what he did. Bellinger was another bright spot for me. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for me. Barkley didn't really play. Wan'Dale Robinson, again, should have played a lot more snaps. But yeah, am I excited? No, I'm not. Do we need to go back and practice some more? Absolutely. So let me know how you guys feel in the comments down below. If I missed any guys that you felt did a good job, if I missed any guys that you felt did horrible, please let me know in the comments below. And from One Giants fan, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.